mid-season classic.
Yeah, you go back to 1973. That's when they hosted their first one. The East won it 104-84 back then. That was the lowest combined score in an All-Star game, Kevin, since the 1950s.
We'll see if then tonight, Clark, they can surpass that total.
I would think they could. No shortage of scores on either side. I expect an up-tempo, fast-paced game, an exciting game with plenty of highlights and buckets.
Cannot wait. And your West All-Stars, Fat Lever and Magic Johnson, the guards, Alex English and Karl Malone at the forward spots, and in the middle, Hakeem Olajuwon. For the East, it's Moses Malone inside and Dominique Wilkins with Larry Bird, the forwards. And in the backcourt, Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan.
And you look at Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, rivals since college. Early on, no love lost between them, but over time, they've become friends.
Jordan's shot is off.
And we see more and more players possess this kind of range.
Johnson kicks to Olajuwon. Lever passes to Johnson. Here's Malone, a second chance effort. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Here's Jordan. Malone with the rebound. Clark, you see Larry and Magic together in those Converse ads. They've become really the faces of the NBA.
And Kevin, I think they've inherited the mantle from the great Dr. J. He's done such a great job representing the league all these years, and certainly he's left it in good hands with those two.
Yeah, that's a great comparison.
And I'm sure he's surprised that one didn't go down.
Michael Jordan showing the explosiveness that won in the dunk contest last night. And if there was a snub, Clark, for this year's All-Star game, many felt it was the sharpshooter Dale Ellis of the Sonics.
Well, you take a look at what he's done. He's the only top 10 scorer in the NBA who was not an All-Star.
Yep, the Tennessee Volunteers should be here. And slam dunk by Jordan. Clark, amidst this All-Star celebration, labor negotiations between the players and the NBA continue.
Trying to find their way through this current impasse, Kevin, and looking to avoid any interruptions to this game that we all have a love affair with.
Yeah, I know you and I hope they can find some common ground.
Please make it happen soon.
Clock at 6. Lever, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Larry Bird. And Michael Jordan winning the dunk contest yesterday, Clark. Can he add to his trophy case tonight?
Kevin, I think his teammates want to see him win the MVP. I think they're going to give him as many touches as he needs to have a chance to do it.
Ooh, that'll be fun to watch.
Fat Lever is not the biggest guard, but he makes big impact on the game because he plays with such intensity at both ends of the floor.
And an exhibition game with plenty of motivation for these stars nonetheless. For more, let's say hello to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, I was talking to Larry Bird about his goals for the matchup, and he said, I think our job is to get the ball to Michael Jordan, get him into the game, and get the crowd into the game. So if Bird has anything to do with it, Michael Jordan will be the MVP. And that would be poetic justice this weekend. Guys, back to you.
Especially where we are. Well said, David. Thank you. Jordan Clark, obviously, in front of his hometown crowd. He loves it, and they really love it.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You think about the fans in Chicago. They love basketball. And I can expect, and you can too, a ton of energy, some extra adrenaline anytime Michael touches the ball.
Clark, this city is on fire with Jordan, aren't they? I mean, they love him, and they think about what's to come. My goodness.
Smoking.
Yeah, so the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Shooting too many blanks in this one to stay close.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter, and he gets it to go. And tonight's All-Star MVP will have a $5,000 check presented in their name, Clark, to the Thurgood Marshall Black Education Fund.
A great cause in honor of a terrific American.
And the Eastern All-Stars favored to win tonight.
Star power and firepower. Veteran IQ and smarts. But you never know. The West has quite a bit of talent too.
Indeed they do. And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. They lead by 4.
Hard not to respect how tough Jordan is inside. Really good at angling his body to pick up the foul call.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And he makes the first.
Michael Jordan taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Jordan. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Pass to Olajuwon. Shoots over Malone. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Here's Jordan. Tremendous pass from Bird. He can do it all. And Michael Jordan, not only last season's leading scorer by a mile, but Clark Kellogg this season, he is in the running for the Defensive Player of the Year.
He is the true definition of a two-way player. Gets it done at a high level at both ends.
English misses. The East All-Stars on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. And starting last season, Clark, Michael Jordan's scoring went through the roof.
Averaging over 37 points per game, partner, and he's kept close to that pace this season as well. Remarkable.
Amazing and remarkable, right. Wow. Here's Thomas. Outside Wilkins. Here's Jordan. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Jordan's got 20 points.
From the tip, this team has flexed its muscles and shown its dominance.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
They've literally been giving points away inside. I know Coach has something to say about that.
So it's the West now. Down by 12. Olajuwon finds Malone. Johnson left side. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And Michael Jordan won the dunk contest last night, and man, was it great. What a thriller. He and Dominique Clark put on a great show, and you could tell they both wanted it so badly. Perhaps the home court advantage gave Michael Jordan Clark the edge.
And there was another winner from last night, and that was Larry Bird, taking home the trophy in the three-point shootout. And he didn't even need to take off his warm-ups to handle his business.
Clark, somebody told me he looked at the rest of the competitors and said, okay, who's going to be in second place here? Who's going to finish behind me?
Sounds just like him.
Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for him.
And they need to recover as soon as possible.
Back to Johnson. Will it go? And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, much respect for the defense of Jordan. I mean, he gives his all on this end of the floor. I mean, fantastic at getting his hands up to block shots.
Bird's shot is good.
Larry Bird had it going last night at the Legends game, trying to fill it up tonight as well.
The West trails by 18. Some nice passing here by the West. Olajuwon kicks to Lever. Lets it go from 11. The offensive rebound. Olajuwon with incredible footwork for a big man. And Clark, when you look at Hakeem Olajuwon's Houston Rockets, here is a team making a lot of moves.
I tell you what, their trade for Joe Barry Carroll and Sleepy Floyd paying huge dividends. They're certainly on the rise in my mind.
Yeah, a lot of people like those moves. And here is Lever, following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. Malone misses.
And a bit of a shooting slump here. I mean, he can't seem to get anything going.
English with the steal. Here's Lever. East grabs the miss.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that. Michael Jordan using that strength of his to get into the defense to draw the foul on the way up.
There's got to be some excitement, maybe even, Clark, some butterflies playing in the All-Star game. You want to prove you belong out there.
I agree with that, and there can also be the temptation to try to do a little too much, maybe get flashy, but with these players still getting a feel for each other in the flow, a lot to be said for making the simple play.
Nevertheless, a great honor. Now, here's Lever. Pass to McDaniel. Just 5 to shoot. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. Drexler gets the bucket.
And at 26 points per game, Drexler ranks 7th in the league in scoring. His Blazers playing catch-up with the Lakers, though. Their improved defense has helped them overcome some early injuries. Right from the start, they set the tone and were the more dominant team.
And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the most All-Star appearances by far in NBA history. Clark, an All-Star in every season of his career except one. And in that year, he was injured.
Yeah, and at 40 years of age, matter of fact, the youngest player tonight was only 4 years old when Kareem made his first All-Star appearance. That player, Brad Daugherty.
No kidding.
That's right. Moses Malone is not only a 6-time rebounding champ, but he's also a 10-time All-Star. He gives the Washington Bullets some real muscle inside.
Drexler, no good. And Kareem looking to set the career record for All-Star scoring. Isn't that something?
It really is. Needs just 10 points to do it, Kevin, and you got to love his chances. I mean, that's a layup for him, pun intended.
Yeah, a good one. Here's Lever. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. Drexler finds Abdul-Jabbar. Here's McDaniel. Outside, Drexler. Drexler with another miss.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Wasted no time on that one.
How about this list? Players who have never missed an All-Star game in their careers. Jerry West, Bob Pettit, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Those last 3 playing here tonight.
And they get it back. That's good from Worthy on the assist by Abdul-Jabbar. Well, Clark, there was some question whether James Worthy would actually play in this All-Star game.
Yeah, he's dealing with some tendonitis in his knee, and because of that, I think his minutes very well could be limited.
Yeah, he's got to pay attention to the big picture, doesn't he?
Yep, going inside with purpose and on a mission, making it happen in tight.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. The wide open look for Drexler. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Drexler's got 5 now. And if there's a rival for the size and athleticism of Michael Jordan, Clark, it might just be Clyde Drexler.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. The Phi Slamma Jamma alum can take flight with the very best of them.
Yep, great athletes. Drexler scanning the floor. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That is his first foul of the game.
Foul. Second team foul.
Drexler up top. 5 points in the game. And that one is off. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. East All-Stars ahead, opening up a...
The West All-Stars.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. As these great fans hope Michael Jordan can bring home the win and the MVP hardware.
And the head coach of the East, Mike Fratello, his first time coaching in the All-Star Game.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. We've got Johnson. McGuire is out there with Malone. Then it's Olajuwon, and it's Drexler in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Drexler. Johnson, the pass to Aguirre. He kicks to Drexler. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. How about that? Mike's a terrific friend of yours and mine, and Fratello's Hawks recently moved into first place in the East after the Cavs beat the Celtics. Clark enabling him to become the coach of the East All-Stars.
So don't be surprised if the Cavs' Brad Daugherty gets extended minutes in his first All-Star appearance. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
The West again cannot hit. Here's Jordan. Makes it off the glass. Jordan's got 39.
Efficiency personified there. Jordan scoring at will, taking over the game whenever he chooses.
Pass to Aguirre. The West again cannot hit.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Stars ball.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And here early, Clark, the East has the edge.
You look at that team on the East squad, an embarrassment of riches, Kevin, and, you know, they've got so many weapons. I think it simply comes down to execution for them.
6 on the shot clock. Johnson with the bounce pass. Malone. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second.
Well, I tell you what, if you wanted the template for the perfect power forward, it might be Karl Malone. I mean, he's got everything you want in a format.
And both free throws good for Malone. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the East All-Stars. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. And then Jordan slams it in.
And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome.
So it's the West now. Johnson kicks to Drexler, to the inside, and then Olajuwon with the dunk.
I'll tell you what, I certainly wish I could get up like him. Man, oh man.
You did. I saw it with my own eyes. But wouldn't it be great, Clark, to be young again? Huh?
Would be wonderful, bro.
Yeah. Malone passes to Wilkins. And the 3 off target. So it's the West now. And there's the pass to Aguirre. The 3-pointer off the mark. Johnson against Jordan. Thomas. That shot off. Good D by Olajuwon. Thomas gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Drexler. Doesn't go for him. And the East now will go the other way with it. Here's Wilkins. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Wilkins has got his first points in this one. Here's Drexler. He's got 5. Outside, Aguirre. Knocked away. Jordan with the steal.
And Coach Mike Fratello.
And it's a new single-game record in scoring for the All-Star game, set right in front of us by Michael Jordan.
What an incredible athlete, Kevin, and it seems whatever he sets his mind to do, he can do it. Impressive.
Malone kicks to Drexler. Some nice passing here by the West. Yes, that goes in. Olajuwon's got 10 points in the game. And Clark, not easy for these coaches to put their stamp on the game. Only a 1-hour practice yesterday to get acquainted and move through some sets.
And you know, Kevin, it's not about necessarily practice time. A few offensive sets is all that's needed. I think it's how you manage the players and give them a platform to have fun and do what they do.
That's a good point.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Pulls up on the wing. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more. And Larry Bird winning 3 straight MVP awards from 1983 to 1986.
You know who the last player was to do that?
I'm going back to the 60-something. You tell me.
Yeah,
I know
it's
you
Bill
know.
Russell.
Yeah, right.
It's
of
Bill
course.
Russell, 1960 to 63.
Of course. I'm glad we bring him up. A legend.
Yep.
Michael Jordan on the wing. He's guarded by Olajuwon. And when the jump shot is fallen for Michael Jordan, what can you do? He is unstoppable. Outside, Drexler passes it to Aguirre. Back to Drexler. Johnson, a wide open look, and a great assist by Drexler as that one goes in. Drexler's got 3 assists in the game. And now let's go over to David Aldridge with a report on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Thank you, Kevin. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the oldest All-Star in history. This is his 17th game. No one else has been in more than 13. To put that into context, there were 6 players in yesterday's Legends game that were younger than Kareem. Magic Johnson says he respects Kareem more than anyone I know, because of the pride this man has in whatever he does. Kevin, back to you.
He is a very proud individual. David, thank you. And Kareem's coming out here, Clark, after spending 2 days in bed with strep throat. I mean, it's remarkable.
And, Kevin, that's exactly the pride Magic was talking about, and that's why it seems like every game we do, Kareem is adding to some type of record that he's already established. Tonight, he could very well become the leading scorer in the history of the All-Star game.
Isn't that phenomenal? They call him captain for a reason. He is truly the leader. Of this entire NBA.
Yes, sir.
The West making some changes. Donaldson, he's checked in for Malone. English comes in for Aguirre. And Lever's subbed in for Drexler. Pass to Donaldson. The West again cannot hit.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all. You know, Bird is a lot taller than people think. He's closer to 6'10" than 6'8". And that helps him inside defense trying to stop him, but got sloppy and fouled him.
Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Olajuwon. Bird hits them both. And here's Abdul-Jabbar. He'll bring it up for the West. And English with the stuff.
You know, people said Alex English was too light of frame, too skinny, not athletic enough. Well, how about this? He's playing in his 7th straight All-Star game. So much for being too skinny.
That Lever with an uncanny knack for rebounding. And Jordan sends it back. Wilkins kicks to Jordan. And here's Bird for 3. It's rebounded by Donaldson. English against Wilkins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Hey, you want to talk about elite scores? Alex English immediately comes to mind. He's another level scorer, folks. I can vouch for that.
Alex English taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from English. Here are the East All-Stars. Jordan finds Bird. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Bird's got 10 points in the game.
This is how automatic Bird is. All he needs is the ball, and instantly that shot is gone.
Johnson, the pass to English. And here is Lever. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The fader. It's rebounded by Malone. Malone's got his 16th rebound on the night. Right side Wilkins. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Johnson. back to Lever. Here's Donaldson. Wilkins brings the double team. Donaldson the pass to Johnson.
2 minutes.
Lever has the open look.
Half.
No good from outside. Lever's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Wilkins draws the double. Good work there as it goes. Wilkins has got 6 here in this quarter.
And Dominique Wilkins is the go-to scorer for the Hawks, no question about that. And he's embraced that leadership role as well. Obviously a huge part of the Hawks' success.
And Kareem will need to get it going, Clark, to reach double digits.
I think his teammates have to do a better job of getting him touches. Just keep feeding him. He's more than capable of getting there.
Here's Jordan. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Jordan's got 49 points in the game.
Boy, you take a look at that jump shot of Jordan's, effortless and impeccable in its mechanics.
Johnson kicks to Lever. Here's Donaldson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The pass to Lever. Over Wilkins. Tips it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And in his 8th season in the NBA, James Donaldson making Clark his first All-Star appearance.
And you know, Kevin, before his NBA career, he actually played his first professional season in Italy. So he's taken the path less traveled for sure.
He said, "Arrivederci" to Italy to come to the NBA.
Yes, he did.
And Moses Malone Clark, the wily veteran for the Washington Bullets.
And you know, Kevin, his coach Wes Unseld says Malone has really added a level of aggressiveness to the Washington Bullets.
And he brings Clark a championship pedigree to the team.
No doubt.
Lever from long range. And it's the East with the rebound. Right side Thomas. And the jam by Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
Johnson, the pass to English. English. It's good on the putback.
I love the pursuit there he showed on tracking down that board.
Yeah, fearless, wasn't he, Clark, on the glass, and it pays off for him.
For sure.
It's stolen by Johnson. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The East All-Stars. And we welcome you back to the second half of the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. Great performances from these players, whether it's their first time participating or their 17th.
You know, you get into the latter stages of the game, and it's normal to wonder who will take home the MVP trophy. It's certainly one of those accolades that's mentioned when you talk about the great ones.
Thomas is out there with Jordan. Then it's Malone, then it's Bird, and it's Wilkins in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. And here is Jordan. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Good ball movement here by the East. And it's Malone with the rebound. Malone's got his 5th rebound in this one. And of the players in tonight's All-Star Game, Clark, 2 have won MVP trophies in this game before. Larry Bird and Isaiah Thomas.
And how about this, Kevin? Thomas has won 2 out of the last 4 years. If he was to get 3 MVPs, that would put him in some rarefied air, tying with Oscar Robertson for second most. Bob Pettit is the only player to do it 4 times. I like that they're putting in the work, trying to build this lead out.
And so here are the West All-Stars. Oh, and they need a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian.
Here's English. It's hauled in by Malone. English has gone 2 for 7 from the field. Inside, here's Thomas. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Thomas got 4 points now in the quarter.
Even though he's a smaller guard, Thomas is not afraid of attacking inside. Really good work there.
And the shot is good.
And, you know, their lead just continues to grow, and it's not just because of their offense. They're getting it done at both ends.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West. They're scoreless since the first half. And the East with the lead.
Living up to that favored and top billing and giving these fans quite a show.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
Jordan on the wing. He's covered by Lever. Here's Wilkins. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Wilkins has got 10 points.
You know, finding ways to build their lead, to expand it. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Here's Olajuwon. Malone trying to break free. Olajuwon, no luck. To the middle. Here's Thomas, and he banks in the lane. He's got 14.
Their offense has really stood out. They're piling up the points and torching this defense.
Johnson finds Lever. Back to Johnson. Down low. Here's Olajuwon. They get it back.
And to me, they appear desperate to stop this cold streak right now. So far, nothing has worked. Boy, I tell you what, the fight and determination of Isaiah Thomas is contagious, infectious. He's excellent at staying with the play and then finishing through the foul. For a little guy, he plays a lot bigger.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
For your East All-Stars, Isaiah Thomas.
That free throw good from Thomas. Now Johnson. Stolen by Thomas. Outside Wilkins. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 6 assists in the game.
Coming out of halftime, they're on an absolute tear.
And stolen by Jordan. To the paint. Here's Malone. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Olajuwon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. They get it back. Malone, no luck.
You know, there's been talk about adding a 3rd referee to NBA games. The commissioner and the rules committee are in favor of it, and they plan to put it before the Board of Governors at the next meeting. Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt about it.
Lever passes to Johnson. Now here is Olajuwon. The West again cannot hit. And Clark, with 3 officials working games, do you think that'll result in more fouls being called, more eyes on the ball? They can pick up a lot more, certainly, with more guys out there.
Yeah, you know, I think, Kevin, it might be the case early on with a 3rd official, but over time it'll smooth itself out. Off the ball, you know, some things you could get away with in the past, maybe not so much with 3 officials out there.
They could use a bucket. Bird pulls it in. Bird's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bird's got 12.
That's a pretty good play by Bird, showing you some of that deceptive athleticism, getting around the contact and into a shot.
Johnson with it, guarded now by Larry Bird. Here's English. The West again cannot hit. This offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Everybody sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you really hard to defend. So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Johnson kicks to English, trying to break that ice-cold streak, and then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Boy, that's so difficult to stop. Once Olajuwon gets near the rim, you got to be ready for him to rise up and throw it down.
Jordan looking around. Shoots over Lever. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Got to give Jordan credit there. I mean, he's got a knack for making tough shots in the paint.
And the West All-Stars have possession.
And, you know, most of these guys are accustomed to having their team's offense built around them. It's an adjustment for them now to figure out who's going to get the rock most of the time.
Here's Malone. It's hauled in by the East. Wilkins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Jordan. The shot's good on the assist from Wilkins. Wilkins has got 5 assists tonight.
They can't miss on an absolute tear.
And you think about it, Justin Clark, how about the all-star reserves? Guys that start normally are the stars of their team, now off the bench on a team of stars.
Kevin, excellent point. For players who are used to starting the game, probably a rare experience coming in off the bench and trying to get it going. But I think these guys so enjoy being part of this. That sacrifice is not much at all.
You're exactly right. This one for three. Wilkins kicks to Jordan. Shoots over Johnson. The shot by Jordan, no good. And here's the West with the ball. They need to find a high percentage shot, Clark, to regain some of that confidence.
I think they've gone too long without seeing one go down, and that begins to mess with your psyche.
Here's Jordan. English pulls it in. And so English will bring it up for the West. Outside, Olajuwon. To the inside, Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got his second basket of the night. And Magic Johnson, Clark, made it clear coming into this game that he wanted the challenge of defending the great Michael Jordan.
He certainly did. And the West as a team will certainly have their work cut out for him trying to slow that guy down.
That is going to be fun to watch. Outside Lever. Malone wide open. Again, the West All-Stars.
And the 6'9" forward, Karl Malone out of Louisiana Tech, playing for the Utah Jazz. Tonight, he's wearing number 7 to honor the great Pete Maravich, who himself was a 3-time All-Star with the New Orleans Jazz. He was just a bit out of position on the screen. He tried to make up for it, but he got caught.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Olajuwon. Worthy comes in for Karl Malone. McDaniels checked in for English. And it's Drexler in for Lever. McDaniel the pass to Worthy. And the dunk by Worthy. And James Worthy here in Clark, his 3rd All-Star game.
Yeah, I was part of the '82 draft when Worthy was the #1 pick out of North Carolina. He can hurt you on the block as well as in transition.
So refresh our memories. He was number 1. Where were you taken?
I was number 8, Kevin.
That's right.
Number 8.
That's right. I knew that. I just wanted you to boast a little bit. A 3 from Drexler. That shot off the mark. And it's the East going the other way. Here's Thomas. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Thomas got 23 points.
Boy, inside, the defense goes all out trying to stop Thomas, but he stays focused and manages to get around him for the bucket.
Passes it to McDaniel. Here's Johnson. East grabs the miss. Bird's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Jordan dishes to Bird. Off target from outside. Now the West with the ball. And Worthy throws it down.
That's really just too easy for Worthy. The defense can't give him that deep interior positioning like that.
Here's Jordan. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Giving up mid-range looks to a shooter like him, not going to help you get out of this hole.
Johnson against Jordan. McDaniel the pass to Johnson. 34 seconds left to play in the 3rd.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Malone trying to break free. And Bird gets it to go on the assist by Jordan. Bird's got 4 this quarter.
Bird able to power through that defense despite the contact. I thought his length helped him out there.
Pass to Drexler. That shot, no good. And as we conclude the 3rd. Quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The East All-Stars up on top, running away with this one.
46.
Welcome back to Chicago for the 1988 All-Star Game. The grand finale of what's been a tremendous weekend to celebrate the NBA. Aguirre with it.
You take a look at the landscape of the NBA, and I tell you what, that Central Division, dominant. How about this? 36 games above 500 combined.
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. Worthy out there with Donaldson. Then there's Aguirre. Then it's Drexler. And it's McDaniel at the 3, the small forward.
You know, it's interesting the way Bird shoots the basketball. Angles his body instead of squaring up most times, but the results are remarkable and unquestionably good. And enjoying his finest pro season, Clyde the Glide Drexler making his second All-Star appearance. Worked over the summer with Kiki Vandeweghe to substantially improve his jump shot.
And the foul called on Larry Bird.
Personal foul.
And that'll be his third foul so far. And Worthy has got it here for the West. While you look at that Central Division, all 6 teams on pace to make the playoffs.
And, you know, Chicago got off to that great start, Kevin. Then they cooled off just a bit. Now tied with Detroit at 3 games behind Atlanta. Those teams are breaked up pretty good. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Offensive rebound. Stolen by Drexler. And now here comes Drexler leading the break. McDaniel, no good. Looking to keep it rolling.
Stay on the attack and keep playing the right way.
No good from Bird. Here's Aguirre. It's hauled in by Malone. And here are the East All-Stars now. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. Down the stretch here, the East, Clark out in front.
Getting it done. It's been such a fun game to watch. Entertaining from both sides.
Woo, it sure has been. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Lever's checked in. Lever passes to Aguirre. Worthy down low. Jordan's there. The West again cannot hit. Into the lane, and he banks in the layup.
You know, once Jordan makes his move to the basket, he has no intention of stopping, which makes it hard to slow his progress.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Lever, the pass to Aguirre. Kicks it out to Drexler. No good with the triple. The East All-Stars on offense. Bird left side. Unloads from 13. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Bird's got 9 points here in the second half. Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for them.
And they need to recover as soon as possible.
Lever against Wilkins. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Here's Jordan, and that one drops.
Boy, what a ruthless, wicked dribble move that time by Jordan. Threw his defender off and got the space he needed to fire.
Now here's Drexler. Pass to Lever. Here is Aguirre. Some nice passing here by the West. From 13, Drexler's shot is off. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Jordan way outside. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
And Commissioner David Stern in the house tonight. Since taking over 4 years ago, he's done a remarkable job helping guide this league to new unprecedented heights.
Exactly. On the wing, Bird. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Drexler. Bird's gone 1 of 4 from distance. Outside, Aguirre. Back to Drexler. And out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it. One thing the league has done since Commissioner Stern has taken over Clark is really marketing the league around its stars. And I like that type of strategy.
I agree with you, Kevin, wholeheartedly. And what better time to highlight those great stars than tonight? Amazing talent, compelling personalities. The league is certainly on a great trajectory.
It absolutely is. Lever, the pass to Aguirre. And here's Drexler. And no good. Jordan with some nice D. And here is the East now. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Malone. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
Malone.
Thomas got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
Boy, the hard worker that Malone is makes you appreciate him, especially close to the rim. He's a strong guy who usually overpowers defenders inside.
Now the pass to Drexler. And it's Bird with the rebound. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Jordan with the bucket.
An effective score from the in-between area of the court. Jordan doing his thing.
And so it's Lever who brings up the ball for the West All-Stars. Shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wilkins.
They get Dominic Wilkins.
Personal foul.
And after the Central Division, the Midwest has been the second most competitive division. Those teams are sitting at 10 games over 500.
Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for the West. And Clark in the Midwest, those Rockets are really making a push.
And they're doing it behind Hakeem Olajuwon. To me, he's the best center in the NBA. They certainly got a chance to give the Lakers a run for their money.
Oh, yeah. Thomas against Lever. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. A nice shot by Jordan.
Jordan getting quickly into the shot. No hesitation. Supreme confidence shooting off the pass.
Jordan's gone 33% from deep tonight, 2 of 6. Lever inside. He's defended by Wilkins. Lever, that's good.
And Fat Lever, snubbed a year ago, now a first-time All-Star, well-deserved. He leads the league in triple-doubles, one of the original stat sheet stuffers, averaging 9 rebounds a game as well. Best by a mile for NBA guards.
Aguirre with it. Isaiah Thomas covering. Aguirre passes to Lever. Here's Abdul-Jabbar and Kareem, the elder statesman. 19 years in the NBA. Decades of dominance. Thomas kicks to Jordan. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. Outside, Drexler. To the wing on the left. And he lobs it up, and Drexler throws it down.
Hey, when you throw it Drexler's way, expect the exciting, because this guy doesn't disappoint. One of the best alley-oop throw-downers in the game.
Here's Thomas. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thomas got 25 points.
Well, I like the determination and the hustle. This guy leaves it all out there every time he's between the lines.
Outside, Aguirre. Back to Lever. On the wing, Drexler. The 19-foot shot. That shot misses. Now the East will take it the other way. Here's Jordan, and Jordan throws it down.
You know, this is why Moses Malone's teammates like playing with him, because when they're uncovered and open, he finds them.
So it's the West now. Poked loose. And the foul called on Michael Jordan. And that'll be his third foul so far. The West making some changes. McDaniel comes in for Drexler. And it's Johnson in for Lever.
Substitution. Xavier McDaniel.
Jordan against Johnson.
Johnson.
Shot clock at 5. The West again cannot hit. Wilkins dishes to Jordan. Kicks to Thomas. Back to Jordan. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Hey, the defense has the right idea there, but Jordan has the skills to overcome the contact.
The West All-Stars with the ball. Johnson, the pass to McDaniel. Now, here is Aguirre. Here's Donaldson. Malone with the steal. Outside, Jordan. Lets it fly from 18. And he drops that one in.
That should put a stamp on this one.
43 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Driving the lane. There's Aguirre.
You know, even with the defense right in his path, Aguirre stayed strong and earned himself a trip to the line.
Third team foul.
First one falls for him. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Worthy's checked in.
Aguirre at the line for two.
And he makes both free throws. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Michael Jordan on the wing. Aguirre covering. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Clock at 6. Jordan against Aguirre. The shot by Jordan, no good. McDaniel, the pass to Johnson. And the Eastern All-Stars deliver. The favorites coming in, but they did not disappoint.
Yeah, you looked at that team on paper and you saw they were the stronger team and should have been favored. But you still got to go out and prove it.
We would like to thank all fans for making it out to tonight's event. Please exit the building carefully and drive home safely.
You know when Michael Jordan is coming to town, you always wanted to get a good night's sleep, a good night rest, something good to eat, because you know the next day Michael Jordan is in your building and he's coming to put on a show, and you have to compete against that. Game 5 was at our place, and you know, a typical game, Eastern Conference game, a physical game, it was like a back and forth thing, the shot. You know, everybody want to talk about the shot. Chicago kept fighting, MJ
All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbounds. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the...
Oh, my.
Elo with the steal.
Goodness, the Bulls throw it. All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbounds. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the...
Oh, my.
Elo with the steal.
Goodness, the Bulls throw it. All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbounds. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the...
Oh, my.
Elo with the steal.
Goodness, the Bulls throw it. All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbounds. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the...
Oh, my.
Elo with the steal.
Goodness, the Bulls throw it. All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbounds. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the...
Oh, my.
Elo with the steal.
Goodness, the Bulls throw it. All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbounds. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the ball. They actually 2-on-1 him without the ball. Elo trying to catch back up. The shot's up.
No, he misses. Cleveland has won in Game 5 in the first round. All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbounds. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the ball. They actually 2-on-1 him without the ball. Elo trying to catch back up. The shot's up.
No, he misses. Cleveland has won in Game 5 in the first round. All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbounds. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the ball. They actually 2-on-1 him without the ball. Elo trying to catch back up. The shot's up.
No, he misses. Cleveland has won in Game 5 in the first round. All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbounds. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the ball. They actually 2-on-1 him without the ball. Elo trying to catch back up. The shot's up. It's good.
Oh, my
Michael
gosh.
Jordan.
Wow, Coach, a Game 5.